Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2022. Can't believe we're in a new year. Hopefully this year is amazing for all of you. I wanted to start it off with probably my most requested look so far that you guys have been asking to see over on Instagram. I've been wearing it a lot as an everyday makeup look. It's a little bit more elevated. It's a little extra for every day, but you guys, I think waterline eyeliner is coming back. Eyeliner, waterline eyeliner. Anyways, if you want to see this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Foundation of choice is the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation, SPF 30, and I have the shade 340 Oak. This is definitely only wearable when I have fake tan on. So you guys mentioned in a previous video that I was raving about this foundation, some other shades that would work when I don't have fake tan on. So I'm going to find them because it seems to be sold out on a lot of places. So this foundation, I think it's going to be the 2022 foundation because it's incredible. Definitely try it if you haven't. I just think that is such a beautiful finish. It's so skin-like, but it gives you coverage. It's definitely buildable, but I would say on first application, the first layer, it is a medium full coverage foundation, but it still looks natural. That is that perfect in between, which I really like. Moving to concealer, I'm gonna take the Rimmel Lasting Radiance in the shade Classic Beige. I'm gonna keep this more in the center of my face to really brighten it up. I'm gonna quickly buff out the areas that aren't under my eyes, and then the two areas right under my eyes I'm gonna let set a little bit longer, just because we all know it gives a little bit more coverage whenever you do that. Whereas if you blend it out, especially this concealer, it's quite a light consistency formula and coverage concealer. It's just gonna give you a soft light finish, like a soft radiance finish, where if I let it set and dry down ever so slightly, it's just gonna give me that tiny bit more coverage, which I need under my eyes. Okay, I'm gonna use a cream bronzer, and this is a little exciting because it's actually the next product that Pearl Beauty is coming out with. I'm in the testing phase with the formula and I'm obsessed, you guys. So I thought I would try it out for you. This is just one of the shades. There's obviously lots more coming out, but I wanted to show you and include you in the process. So make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, because I want to show you a little bit more of the background when it comes to creating a makeup product. So we have our two samples here. This one is a little bit more of a warm tone, and this one's a little bit more of a dark, cool tone. They are different formulas. So the last couple of weeks I've been trialing them on my skin and a couple other skin types because, as you know, I want this to work on all skin types, and I have oily skin. I've tried it on dry skin, combination. It's not super creamy. That's something I feel like, especially with oilier skin types, and especially in the summer when you would tend to wear maybe a cream bronzer, I can't do a super creamy cream bronzer. Does that make sense? It can be too slippy, and then the touch of like hair getting stuck in it would leave a line. It needs to have a little bit more grip without being a powder. I'm taking on a brush here, just a synthetic buffing brush, and I'm going to pat it into my cheeks. A beautiful buildable product. As you can see, it can start off quite natural, and then you get to be in control of the depth you want from it. I'm gonna do one side so you can see. It still mimics your skin, but it isn't overwhelmingly glowy or glossy. It's just a nice natural skin finish. So that was really important to me, and I love it. So I'm gonna do the other side and then blend out our concealer. I am obsessed with this skin base. It is perfect. Bear with us because it takes a couple of months to produce, but it will be worth it. Taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder, I'm just gonna take a little bit in the areas like my T-zone, so just down the nose, side of my nose, and my chin, a little bit under my eyes, not too much. And then a top tip, if you're oily skin, obviously that means you have larger pores than the regular person. So taking your favorite setting spray, spraying it on. I like this one because it's a fine mist, so it doesn't make your face too wet. And then taking a large fluffy brush, a loose setting powder, putting this in areas that you have those large pores. So let me do one side so you can see the difference. And I'm just tapping it in and pushing upwards. So it's filling the pore. This isn't gonna clog them, it's just covering them. And it also helps keep the oil at bay throughout the day. We're gonna rhyme today. This is where I'd really create a lot of oil compared to this side. It also hides the pores. So you're welcome. It's life-changing. I'm gonna take a slight break from our Pearl Beauty multi-purpose sticks. I could use them every day. I do use them every day, but I know that gets repetitive for you guys and I don't want that to happen on here. So I'm gonna take a powder blush. I haven't used this in ages and it's definitely one of my favorite powder blushes and the formula is amazing. The Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop Blusher in the Climax. I'm gonna swirl it, pop it, tap it, and pop it on the tops of my cheeks and swish it onto the apples. And then also on my eyes. I was looking at this blush in the mirror and I was like, I don't remember a slight sheen being in it. I remember it being quite matte and I was looking at the blush. I'm like, there definitely isn't a sheen in this. Then I remembered the culprit was this blush and the last time I used it was this Nars Orgasm Illuminating Loose Powder. So that's also what's on my face if you're wondering, why is there a slighter, pinkier sheen? It's a little mix of both of those products together. So we're rolling with it. I'm not mad about it. It's actually soft enough that I'm happy with it. Let's go on to our eyebrows. Taking the Benefit Precisely My Brow, filling in any sparse areas, and then going over to set it in place with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Okay, the real star to the show and what you guys have been wanting to know, especially over on Instagram, what I have been doing with my eyes are these two products. So the Charlotte Tilbury, it's like a jewel pot or something. It's in the shade Pillow Talk. It is beautiful. Absolutely love this. And then taking my favorite cream liner, which is the L'Oreal Eyeliner. It's in the shade Denim Brown. And I'll show you what I've been doing. So if you want it to be more everyday, drop this because this adds a little bit of pizzazz for an everyday look, but you can definitely get away with just the liner. We're gonna put on the pot just because you guys have been asking to see it and I always get questions whenever I wear it. You just take your finger in it and pop it all over your lid. I like to blend up and out. So it's like a soft wash of color. It has a slight pinky undertone, which I love on the eyes. And it's just so subtle. So whenever you blink, it just creates a nice little sparkly sheen. Super subtle, I love that. Just gives a little bit more, I don't know, something extra to the look, especially if this is everyday to you. This is where we're going back to my roots, like high school roots, when you used eyeliner in the waterline. Actually, you know what? I might put mascara on first and then show you how I do the liner. I'm gonna take my Hourglass Unlocked mascara, do a quick coat. I do always curl my lashes first with my Tweezerman lash curler and then go on with this. I'm really messy at applying it, so just ignore it. It does dry down not too quickly, but you can't wait till it's like at that tacky stage to go with another coat because it can get a little bit clumpy, so you need to work while it's wet. It makes my lashes look so long and you already know, I love it. This one is one of my favorite mascaras ever. Okay, moving on to this liner. You guys have been loving it. It is in a brown shade. This is why I think it looks decent on my eyes because if this was in black, it would just be too heavy, especially for every day. So I'm gonna take it on my tight line, which is the top waterline, and it's gonna make that look a little bit fuller. Like if your lashes aren't very full, this is just a great trick in general to make your lashes look fuller. And then at the very outer corner, I'm just going to create almost like another lash, very, very, very small. I'm not even going on my lid. I'm keeping it right at the outer corner. And then you can take your finger to even sharpen that more. Super simple, it just kind of adds to the lashes a little bit and lifts the eye shape. Now we're gonna take it on our waterline, all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner. Because we've already lifted our top line, it doesn't necessarily close your eyes too much, although beware, this will make your eyes look a little bit more like cat eye, sleek and sexy, not very doe and awake looking. So do keep that in mind. Fun, right? Definitely a little different, but still very wearable for the everyday. Just maybe lose the eyeshadow if you don't want it, but it really does amp it up in the eye region. Let's move to our lips. We have Iconic Nude Lip Liner, nothing new here, but the lipstick is a little bit newer and it's drugstore, and I don't know why I haven't found it in my life sooner. It's a beautiful mauve shade. It's L'Oreal Color Riche 302 Rosewood or Bois de Rose. If you have the French version, they're the same one, just get 302. It is so beautiful, love the formula. It makes your lips look so juicy. And it's just so good. Another top tip, if you really want to bring this look together, take a little bit of that lipstick on your hands, or your fingers I mean, and pop it on the apples of the cheek. And naturally, it just brings everything together. Okay, this is my first makeup look of 2022. It is a very elevated everyday makeup look, but that eyeliner, I am falling for it, and I know it's bringing me back to high school, but I really love it. I feel like I was never a tight line person for such a long time, and I think this is the year, you guys. So let me know what trends you want to see or what makeup looks you want to see in 2022, and I will make sure to film that for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Press the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.